So I actually still have the screenshot from when I quit my job back in 2018, believe it or not. More than 5 years ago, people. I showed that screenshot to my boss, that exact one. Today's video, I wanted to talk about how to find products to sell on Amazon that you can quit your job selling. We're gonna be going over 3 specific methods. And I can talk about this because I actually did it. I quit my job selling just on Amazon. And for all of you wondering, this is way before I had any other business model going. I had no YouTube channel, no affiliate marketing, nothing. It was just Amazon FBA. It was just the product. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Okay, we are here on a hobby idea list. Just like hobby ideas. So I just went to Google and I typed in enthusiast hobby ideas. And this is where we landed. So we're gonna go through this list. The first method that I'm showing you here is obviously completely free. You just need internet access to do this one. So let's see, if I see one that I like, I'll stop and we'll go check it out. And one of the things I look for at this point is this person likely to, okay, maybe this one, origami. Is this person likely to interact with this if they like it and then interact with it again? Origami, you gotta have the paper, right? Origami paper. Origami, I searched. So generally with this method, I'll just take whatever the hobby is, scrapbooking, dancing, yoga, rollerblading, slacklining, and I'll enter it in here. Now, all that's left to do is to open up Helium 10. This is actually X-Ray. It's a plugin and an extension that I use every day in my Amazon FBA business. In fact, there will be a link down below for 20% off it if you too want to use it in your business. So $187,000, sorry, on this kit. There's definitely some money going into this market. So I mean, you could see there's $862,000 in total revenue on the page. Let's try and narrow down what the main thing people are looking for is. There seems to be paper for one thing, obviously. Like, other option is a kit, meaning it comes with an instruction book. So, I mean, I know it sounds extensive. I would argue you could potentially do a product like this in the US successfully because of the nature of it. And look at a lot of the seller origins actually are the US. Selling a lot of paper, like reams of paper, actually a relatively bulky product to be selling at such a low price and shipping worldwide. I'd think through who this customer is and what they would buy instead of what's already here. It's a relatively tough battle because I don't know that anyone wants a significantly better product, so to say. I'd say the one thing that's coming to my mind, even though it sounds a little crazy, is maybe working with like well-known origami artists to make the book and having it be like a collaboration. It's kind of an intense project. If you had the best origami book, then obviously you would probably have the best listing in terms of the kit. You really made it more so about the quality of the instructions, obviously having really high quality paper as well, and then package it in a way in which the whole packaging feels like origami. I mean, this is my creative, crazy mind, but I'm like, can we make the box look more like it's folded into, or like I'm going there. You see what I'm saying? So immediately I start trying to think of how can I make the offer so attractive to this specific customer. All right, on to the next tool. So this is ChatGPT. I'm gonna be asking it some questions. It's an AI generative predictive text model. So we're gonna be trying to figure out if it knows anything that we don't. So can you find me, let's say 25 enthusiast products, say customers / products, any category I could sell on Amazon. All right, here we go. Fitness enthusiasts. Yeah, it's a classic. Supplements. You know, one of these days I'm gonna make a supplement brand. Gardening enthusiasts. Okay, I really like those. It's a good niche. So we got gardening tools, fertilizers, hey, repurchasable, right? Probably US sourced. Unique plant varieties. Yeah, so I have been screaming this from the rooftops, or maybe I've just been screaming it like down the hallway. Okay, I've told one person. But live plants on Amazon, you could seriously crush it if you can figure this out. Specialty pet foods I like even more. Let's ask a follow-up question. What are some examples of specialty pets? So there's actually a lot of good stuff here. So let's look at this. Specialty pets. Wow. There's a ton here. So like reptile food, I mean, that's a good place to start. So less ridiculously specific one. Back in the day, I would argue this is something I'd stay so far away from. It'd be so hard to figure it out. And now I'm like, I love this stuff because it's just like, yeah, you just like talk to companies in the US that make this kind of stuff and then customize it to be your own mix. So like, this is a pretty good example. Zilla reptile food. That's clever. Let's go ahead and open up Helium 10. 21,000 per month. They only got 4 stars. They're still selling well. 7,000. So it looks like a lot of the pet food is sold by Amazon. Again, I don't actually care about necessarily. I mean, I sell against Amazon myself. It's only 2 sales so far, but it's like 6 a.m. Give me a break. The average $1,000 to $2,000 a day. Okay, I need to know more about this listing. Gargier's Dragon Bite. Love that there's no lifestyles. Yeah, there is, but they're like, oh, they're so bad. Why are they so bad? And this is just, what is this? This is a scan from someone's HP 3500. Oh God. Okay, I mean we could do better than that, can't we, Savage Sellers? Come on. None of our dragons would eat it, and it smells horrible. Yeah, look at it. And the big boy hates it. Well, if big boy hates it, it's not going to fly with us. So this is a good example of some. I mean, they're selling a powder. You mix it into stuff. Weird. Again, the presentation quality is really, really poor. Package design's okay. It's a little busy. I think we could do something far better in this space, actually. My idea is like, what if we characterized the reptile and had like a big plate of food in front of him, and he's like a cartoon character, and he's like all excited with like a little bib on, like his fork and knife, like he's about to just absolutely destroy a plate of delicious munchie mix or something. Do some clever naming. Again, these are people who have an emotional connection to their reptile. That's why they're buying reptile food, and specifically a specialty mix for their reptile, like a treat for them. So cater to that person. Don't make it boring. Make it fun. This is not a bad option. I really like that idea. I think there's a lot you can do there. You can strike some emotional chords. You can really create a specific style of branding for a specific person. To be honest, hand up right now, if I were to pick one that I would quit my job selling, or could see myself quitting my job selling, it'd be this product. So far, we have one technique left, and it is, drum roll please, I like how I revealed it before I did the drum roll, the keyword research section of the product research section of Helium 10's black box section. I swear to God, it's not that complicated. It's just you click this little keyword tab when you're in tools and when you're in black box. And now what that does is it basically lets us search for things that people are searching for with some criteria. So like, only show me things that are being searched 5,000 times and are selling at least $20,000 a month, but are selling no more than $150,000 per month. And the review count is no more than 4,000. And then in these select categories: tools, home improvement, sports and outdoors, pet supplies, patio lawn garden, office products. So again, I'm looking for the same thing here. Now, what the hell? We're gonna stay on theme. What is dog food topper? Hey, I can get down with some seasoning. The problem I have here, brands are in the know. It's a little phrase that I came up with. Oh, I didn't come up with the phrase in the know, but just in terms of like e-commerce, it means like this brand, they're coming to play. Like, they know how to design a great brand. So it just immediately, what am I going to do? I'm just going to be another great brand? This brand knows how to design a brand. Your goal is you want to do something like that in a market where the packaging sucks, like reptile food, right? You don't really see anything like that here. I mean, there's some that are okay, but it's really not to that level. And there's not that number of people coming to play that hard. So we'll just drop right out of that race. Archery. I mean, it's kind of funny and straight to the point, but I actually like this market. I think I was going over this on a one-to-one call recently with someone. By the way, link in the description. You ever need help, I have Savage Sellers community on Patreon. And then I also have a one-on-one tier as part of that. It's a little spread out right now. Obviously, you need to find a specific product. Like, I love this Helium 10 feature actually. Like, so if you just type something, it'll show you the search volume of all the things related to it. It's like a target block. Okay, and what do we see here, Savage Sellers? You essentially labeled yourself. Branding is so funny because you can almost just be like oh, I'm the big brand here. Like, truly, if no one's doing it and you just have a great creative design, it sets you aside. It's the same product inside and out, but like the design is so different that it does set you aside. Okay, so we started with origami. It's so-so. We then moved on to reptile food. My vote. I like this one. I really like this one. I think I could wreak some havoc in this market. And by the way, reptile food was just like, it's just one branch of what we were looking at. Remember, the idea was actually specialty pet food. You go all the way back through that list and look up there was like flying squirrel, kangaroo, I'm pretty sure was on there at one point. And then archery target last. The key thing that you'll notice between all these is they're all enthusiast customers. So that's kind of the key. Like if you want to a quit your job level product, you really need to do $500,000 probably in sales a year and make it sustainable and repeatable, right? So it's hard to get everyone to buy for the first time if they never use it again. But if you can get $500,000 in sales and 25% of your customers continue to buy from you, now you've got momentum. Okay, so as long as you're profitable and you've thought through your margins and you've got good barriers to entry and good branding, you can actually probably make that work. Be sure to subscribe down below and hit the like button if you got any value out of this video. If you didn't, just refresh it, give it one more chance, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Later.